This segment brought to you by Bravo Company USA. Hey gang, Larry Vickers, and I have a BCM training tip for you. Today, it's on the AK, and as a matter of fact, we're gonna start a series of AK training tips brought to you by Bravo Company USA. Now I have here an East German MPI KM. All right, I'm gonna run you through a couple basic things on running an AK. We're gonna talk about selector switch, and we're gonna talk about inserting the magazine. Sounds simple, but there's some nuances here. First off, most AKs, let me go ahead and clear the gun, make sure it's cleared, good to go. The safety is very stiff, all right? The selector itself is very, very stiff. So what you may end up having to do, if you grab a gun, you may have to actually come up as a right-hander and do this. And then when you want to run the gun, safety down and come up and engage. That may be the only way you're going to have enough leverage to get it done. If you take the safety and tweak it just a little bit and get some of the bind out of it, you'll be able to come up with this finger and sweep it down. But this one's way too stiff for that, so I can't do it. But what you can do is set the gun up when the safety's set right. You can take it and then sweep it down and come up on target. All right, but grab a gun and you don't have that option, real simple. Come up like this, take it down, you're back on target. All right, now as a left-hander, left-hander's gonna have to do it like this. Left-hander's gonna have to take the gun down off and come up and engage, regardless. Whether the safety's tuned or not, he's gonna have to take the safety off with his thumb and then come back up on target. Make sure when you do that as a lefty, you take it and you don't do this, because you're only gonna do it once if you do that. It's just like touching a hot stove when you're a little baby boy. All right, so remember, it's here and then you're back out there, not here and here. Now, inserting the magazine. What you need to think about on the magazine, gang, imagine a pivot point right here on the feed lips. So when I insert the magazine about a 45-degree angle, and then I want to pivot the magazine on the pivot point. So I want the front to go down and the rear to come up. And imagine that pivot point being the front or the dead center of this divot. All right, so when I go ahead and insert the magazine, I'm coming in about a 45-degree angle. I hit the pivot point and then nose down, rear up. All right, it works like a champ. So once again, I come in about 45 degrees till it stops. Now nose down, rear up on the pivot point, that imaginary pivot point on the center of the feed lips. And it works like a champ. So practice this stuff. You may also have to actually fit or tune your magazines, believe it or not. The great thing about it is once your magazines are fit to that AK, they're fit for life. But in some cases, they're going to be oversized. The locking tab in the rear might be oversized, so you may have to fit them. Also, your safety may have to tweak it a little bit. You can go too far and make the safety too easy to move, which you don't want to do. But this one, in most AKs, right out of the box, the safeties are too stiff. All right, now, any questions about stuff like this? Leave your comments below. If there's other stuff you want us to talk about on the AK or other training tips or other stuff you want to hear about on this platform, let us know in the comments below, all right? Also, if you're a big AK guy and you want to learn more about the AK, go to vickersguide.com and check out Volume 1 and Volume 2 AK books. Hey, I hope you learned something here. You guys stay safe. I'll see you next time. Right back here, LAV out. Hey, Larry Vickers here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Click here to subscribe to the Vickers Tactical channel and take time out to check out some of our other favorite videos.